Donald Trump has a brilliant idea for school shootings. Let's give weapons to the teachers so we could have shootouts at the OK Corral at all these schools. Look, it gets worse, but let me show you the beginning of this genius idea by Donald Trump. Watch.
There would be teachers and coaches. If the coach had a firearm in his locker when he ran at this guy, that coach was very brave. Saved a lot of lives, I suspect. But if he had a firearm, he wouldn't have had a run. He would have shot, and that would have been the end of it. It's called concealed carry, where a teacher would have a concealed gun on them. They'd go for special training, and they would be there, and you would no longer have a gun-free zone. You'd have a lot of people that'd be armed, that'd be ready. They're professionals. They may be Marines that left the Marines, left the Army, left the Air Force.
If only there were armed guards protecting the school, then this whole thing would have been resolved. Except that a news story just broke that there actually was an armed officer at the school, and he did not go in. He has now resigned. So, hey, that magical solution, apparently not that magical. But Donald Trump is going to continue with this absurdity.
General John Kelly. So he's a 4-star Marine. He's a tough cookie. If he was a teacher, man, I wouldn't mind having him have a gun, because I guarantee he can use it better than anybody. There's no security guard you're going to hire that's going to handle a gun better than him. So if he's a teacher, and if other friends of his from the Marine, if they're teaching, or other people like that, I want them to have a gun. General Kelly is the history teacher. He's teaching about how we win wars, okay? And he's got a concealed weapon, but they're going to know he's got a concealed, because we tell them that the bullets are going to be flying in the other direction. You're not going to have these attacks if you do that.
So as I just told you, there actually was an armed guard there, and it happened anyway, because it turns out crazy people with guns don't care about that. Most of them, as John pointed out yesterday on the show, either get caught or get killed on the scene anyway. None of these kids have ever, or any of these shooters have ever gotten away with it. So it's a preposterous point to begin with. Number two, you really want bullets going both ways? So, oh, great, shootouts at the school, wonderful idea. Number three, you know why General Kelly would be good at shooting back? Because he's a general, because he was in the Marines, but most teachers are not generals and did not spend their entire lives in the military. In fact, a teacher who voted for Trump made a similar point that I'm going to show you in a little bit. But let me first go to more of Donald Trump's tweets on this insane idea. First, Bloomberg News initially reported that Trump floated the idea of giving teachers a little bit of a bonus for carrying guns with them during a meeting with school safety officials. So that happened earlier today. So, hey, let's train some teachers to shoot. And we'll give them a bonus for what? Bonus every time they shoot one of their students who had a gun or they thought had a gun? How's the bonus gonna work? Oh, okay. So let's go now to the absurd tweets. Trump says, I never said give teachers guns, like was stated on fake news, CNN and NBC. What I said was to look at the possibility of giving concealed guns to gun adept teachers with military or special training experience, only the best. 20% of teachers, a lot, would now be able to immediately fire back. But before we go to the rest of the thing, did you see that? I want to highlight it for you in case it wasn't clear enough, although it's super clear in the tweet, but let's go to the highlighted version. I never said give teachers guns. One sentence later, he's in favor of giving guns to teachers. Somebody tackle him before he gets to Twitter. For God's sake, man. Now, I saw the rest of the tweet. Yes, to 20% of the teachers, which he then says is a lot. So let me finish the sentence. So a lot would now be able to immediately fire back if a savage sicko came to a school with bad intentions. Highly trained teachers would also serve as a deterrent to the cowards that do this. Far more assets at much less cost than guards. A quote, gun-free school is a magnet for bad people. Attacks would end. Well, apparently they wouldn't because, again, an armed guard there and the school got attacked anyway. But his idea is like, I didn't say give every single teacher a gun. I just said the really good ones. the ones that are good at shooting and such, so they can shoot back and forth, back and forth. In other words, you said give guns to teachers. But he's not done proving his own point a lie. He continues to go. He says, history shows that a school shooting lasts on average 3 minutes. It takes police and first responders approximately 5 to 8 minutes to get to the site of the crime. Highly trained gun adept teachers, coaches would solve the problem instantly before police arrive. Great deterrent. And he says, if potential sicko shooter knows that a school has a large number of very weapons talented teachers, oh, great, weapons talented teachers, and others who will be instantly shooting, the sicko will never attack that school. Cowards won't go there, problem solved, must be offensive, defense alone won't work. What a simple-minded fool. Oh yeah, I got a great idea. These guys, these weapons talented teachers, we just give them all weapons and to look out for whoever comes in. You bang, bang, bang and shoot them. Bullets going both ways, we're playing offense. You don't want to play offense with weapons inside a school. All right, no empathy whatsoever. All right, now let's go to that teacher who voted for Trump. Her name is Ashley Kurth, and she asked this during a town hall.
Senator Rubio, I'm a registered Republican. I voted for Mr. Trump. I still, support the Second Amendment. However, with that being said, and with all these talks of gun control laws and everything that you guys have been up there stating to us of what you're going to do about it, a lot of the flack that I've been getting back from my friends and from a lot of other people that are around the world is the answer to the gun problem is to arm teachers. And when I had those hundreds of terrified children that were running at me, my question to that is, am I supposed to get extra training now to serve and protect on top of educate these children on how to be these eloquent speakers that are coming up and presenting issues to you? I mean, am I supposed to have a Kevlar vest? Am I supposed to strap it to my leg or put it in my desk? How am I supposed to go on that way?
Well, first, I don't support that.
Okay, so think about that. What a great question. She's like, so I have to train to be a teacher, and now you're telling me on top of that, I have to train to know how to use a gun and get vests. And the Republicans will not ban AR-15s, assault weapons. So those are weapons of war. So now they're telling teachers, it's okay, just turn the school into a war zone. And suit up and have guns all over you in case somebody else with guns comes in. All right, but one of the students here, Sam Zeev, who talked to President Trump yesterday, made the best point of all. Watch this.
Sam, what did you think about the president's idea of arming teachers?
Madness. Like, just absolute madness. Teachers go through emotions every single day, just like students do, just like mentally ill people do, just like everyone. And teachers are faced with the responsibility every single day of molding young lives and mentoring them and being there for them. Why should they be faced with the responsibility of knowing whether or not they're gonna have to kill them that day?
I gotta be honest, I hadn't thought of it that way until he said it. We'd be training the teachers to kill their students. So the shooter in Parkland, Florida was a former student. And at the school shootings, it is usually either current or former students who come in. So you wouldn't be killing the innocent students, obviously, but you would be teaching the teachers how to shoot guns and spot the wrong student. If you think one of your students is going to do harm to the others, be ready to kill them. Are you insane? Look at what they've done to our country. We are no longer trying to prevent massacres in schools. We're trying to teach the teachers which students to execute if the school turns into a war zone. This is the state of madness in America. If you like this video, bless your heart. We got a lot more where that came from. We do a full show every day, Monday through Friday. Come enjoy it ad-free by becoming a member, tytnetwork.com/join.